making salmon. Today we're making salmon. Welcome to my YouTube page. I have already washed the salmon. We have the salmon. I have already washed it. Remember, in the back of your salmon, there is scales. So you want to clean that out. Clean the scales out, right? And you want to wash it, your salmon, with a little salt. Wash your salmon with lemon. I'm sorry, for a little lemon. And you're going to make sure your salmon smells delicious and looks delicious. Okay? So I have already done those things. I have already washed my salmon. I have not seasoned the salmon. So together, we're going to season the salmon. Okay? My name is Charmaine Charles Muhammad. I am from the Cooking with Charmaine's page on Facebook. Cooking with Charmaine. On my YouTube page, it is Charms Cooking. I'm going to have to modify that so you guys can know exactly how to find me. If you click in the link and you look for Cooking with Charmaine, you will find me on Facebook. Okay? Thank you. So now I have the blackened salmon season. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that on the top. We're going to put a very little, right? Then we're going to put a little bit on the back, okay? Because we have already washed it, washed our hands. It's just a little bit of salmon for me. I have no guests, it's just me. And then I'm going to put a little bit of seasoning salt on my salmon. Also, you're going to squeeze a little lemon. If you don't want to put lemon, that's fine. You're going to go ahead and put, let me show where you guys can see, a little lemon. And then if you don't want to put the lemon, like I say, you can always use the mojo sauce. Mojo, it has the lemon in it already. Okay, so I'm going to put a capful of that on it. Okay, pour a little bit there and there, voila. Now I'm going to turn my stove on because the way I'm going to make that salmon, it's going to blow your mind. Okay, so we have already seasoned our salmon. That's what we did. You could also put a little garlic powder on your salmon. Put a little garlic powder on here so you can see. Put it in the back and the front. I want you to hold on. Don't leave. Don't go to another page. Stay right there. I have to show you another trick. So I'm going to get some flour. So I want you to stay put. My pot is already on, getting hot. So now I'm going to get a little bit of flour. Hold on, I'm sorry, I did not do that before. However, do not hold that against me. Okay? How is everybody? July 4th's going to be so great. We're making salmon, blackened salmon, but I'm also going to do it a little different. I'm not going to blacken it. I'm going to give it a little pre-fry. A little pre-fry for your salmon will not hurt. You could put your blackened seasoning in there. Put about half a cup of flour in a bowl. About a half a cup of flour. Oh, the flour doesn't want to come out. Okay. We need you, flour. We really do. We need you like right away. If you want to use a fish fry seasonings in there, you can. Today, I'm doing it differently. So all I'm doing is a little bit of flour, putting my salmon in here to get my flour. Remember, wet and dry. Some people put a little, some people go ahead and they put a little bit of seasonings in it. But since I already put the seasoning on the fish, I'm going to make it a lot different. Okay? So we're going to put more flour on this piece also. And I'm going to let it sit. Season your salmon 20 minutes before. I really did, but I only put salt. And I only put salt and lemon. So you could not have seen what I did, okay? So I know the camera is not showing my face. I do apologize because I want you to focus on making this salmon. So we've already put it on the flour. If you want to do a breaded one, you can. But today I'm using flour, okay? So we're going to do that. And we are going to put our oil in our pot. The pot is going to wash your hands, wash the flour out, right? If anybody's on the page, which I know nobody's on here yet, and that's perfectly fine because I know you guys are going to watch the video later. So we're going to go ahead, and also I'm going to upload it on YouTube. So if you miss, on Facebook. So if you miss anything, you can always come back on YouTube or on Facebook. Okay, so we have already put our little flour all over our salmon. Remember, I'm making salmon for two, just for two people today. So now I am going to turn the stove on, which I did, but I did the wrong burner. So we're going to correct that. We're going to put it on the right burner. I'm going to show you how to season the salmon. I'm also going to show you how to have your red beans all tasty with your white rice and your salmon together. It's Sunday, and that's what I feel like having. So whatever you feel like having is what you do. Because it's what? It's your business. Okay, my love? So that's what we're doing. We have our pot right here. I'm going to take you into the stove. You may not see me, but I'm right here. So don't be wary. I'm right here. I'm with you. I'm with you on this. So we're going to do, I'll put a little garlic powder on top of it with the salmon, okay? With the flour and the salmon. So now I want you to be in my pot because I was told some people do not see the pot. No, we're not going to have that. We want you to see the pot. We want you to see me. We want you to see what we're doing. So right now, I am going to put the oil. Remember, all I'm doing is giving my fish a little color. I'm not frying where I'm frying. I'm going to show you why I'm doing it this way, okay? So let's wait for our pot to get hot. We have our beans going on our pressure cooker, or our red beans in the pressure cooker. We're going to go ahead and season that up also for flavor. So it's going to be rice, red beans, salmon. That's the dish. Simple, to the point. It's for two people. Guess who's coming for dinner? We don't know. But we're making two pieces of salmon. Okay? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put my oil in. Go ahead and put your oil. And you're not going to put a lot of oil. You're going to barely put oil. And I'm going to explain why. All I want is a color from the fish. I don't want it to be fried where it's fried and it's just so fried to perfection. We're not doing that. We're doing a belly, it's called a belly fry. Belly fry. Meaning I just want that color. I want it to look pretty. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Right now I have my onions, whilst the pot is getting hot, red and white. I have the yellow peppers. I have the green peppers. And I have something colorful, which is red, which is the tomatoes. We also have our diced garlic, right? We also have our paprika, smoked paprika. Just a little touch of everything. So now I'm going to go ahead and put, when you test in your to fry, you test with a little bit of flour. If it sends a little smoke, baby, it's ready to go. Okay? So that's what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and put the fish in, but I'm waiting for it to get a little fried so I can hear that. I want to get that little when I put it in the pot. Okay? Anybody on here, go ahead and share the live for me, like the live, and watch me make this fish. It's salmon. Okay? It's salmon. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put my salmon in here. And it's starting to fry. I'm going to bring you a little closer to the fire. Let's take this away where we seasoned it in one container. And now we're going to the next container. So now we have our salmon in the oil. And I am going to bring you closer because I could tell you cannot see that. And I need for you to learn and see what I'm doing. Okay? That's the way we learn. That's the way we should do that. Actually, what I could do, I will turn my camera around. Because everything, your eyes need to be in here. I will turn the camera around in a little while. Just give it some time. Let's give it a little bit of time to get a little hot. I'm going to put the other piece in here. And I actually going to go ahead. Whilst this is frying, I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see what we're doing. Hold on. I'm going to come and turn the camera around. How about that? That is much easier and much better on the eye. Okay? So I'm going to turn my camera around. It's just me. It's me. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around so you guys can see. There we go. That is much better. So now I'm going to put it on the counter so you can see what we're doing. There goes our salmon on the grill. I mean in the fryer. We're cooking that to perfection. We're going to make that brown. We're not going to make it where it's going to be cooked. Remember I said that, right? And I'll explain to you why. This is the brown we're looking for. We're going to do a little brown on the other side. Let's keep that going. We're making salmon for 2 people. Very simple. We don't want a whole lot of food today. We just want to do 2 pieces of salmon. Okay? So there we go. I turned that around. Remember I said we have our tomatoes. We have our red and white onions. We have our orange green peppers. We have our green peppers, okay? So we're doing that. And we're just going to keep it right there where you can see everything. I don't want you to move. I just want you to look. Okay, so we're doing salmon on the grill, on our stove. Just a quick salmon, ladies and gentlemen. Just something simple. We don't have a lot of kids to feed today. My niece is very busy, so she couldn't help me. I was having complication problems with the YouTube. I was having a little problem setting it up, but God is good. It's done. It's all good. We're going to share to what's up. We're back. We're finished sharing. There we go. There we go. There we go. We're cooking this salmon to perfection. Okay? So that's what we're doing. We're making the salmon. Let's see if I can share to YouTube, to Facebook. I'm learning how to do this, guys. So bear with me. Share to the YouTube page. Let's see. It says more. We can go to YouTube and we can share. I'm just going to put the word food for now, but we're going to go ahead and change that later. Okay, so there we go. It's sharing on Facebook. So we're live on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so we're just going to fry this little pieces of fish. Just 2 pieces because we're having dinner for 2. Look at the brown I'm looking for. Look at that brown that I'm looking for. That's exactly what I was saying. I was looking for that brown. How you put that up? Just 2 pieces of salmon. 1 for me and 1 for Boo. Okay, one of them. So this is what I'm saying. I just wanted a little color. Oh, yeah, I did it. I hope you're born. If you can come down, you can come down. Okay. But I shared it on Facebook. See if you see it. And tag some people. Okay. So now we got our salmon going. I'm going to remove our salmon. I didn't want to put it mad at you. No? I'm fine? Okay, so I'm going to turn the stove off. We're going to take our salmon out, right? We're going to take our salmon out of the stove. I keep saying the oven. I don't know why, because normally I bake my salmon in the oven. So we're going to take that off. We're going to use the same juices from here, and we're going to go ahead and put our onions. If you don't want to use all that oil, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to pour some out because I really don't want to have all this oil. Okay, I really don't want to have all this oil. So I'm going to take some of the oil out. What I'm doing is I'm going to use the same stuff in here. We're going to put our onions. We're going to put our red peppers. We're going to put our green peppers. And we're going to mush that up. We're going to do good. We're doing good so far. Right? Then we're going to put our red tomatoes in here. Baby, it's going down. Look how pretty that looks. We're going to put our same blackened seasoning in here. Right there, blackened season. Right? A little bit of that goes a long way. You don't have to put a whole lot. I'm going to put my garlic in here. You all know I'm moving fast. I do apologize. I'm going to put our little garlic in here. Put that in here. And there we go. Simple and to the point. YouTubers, I love y'all. Please share the video. Love the video. Like the video. We're making our blackened salmon. But we're also putting a twist with our vegetables on top of it. Share it in the group. Okay, so now this is what we're doing. We're doing our salmon on the stove. Don't let me say the grill, guys. Don't let me do that. Now I'm going to show you the trick of what I'm going to do. I am going to put a little bit of smoked paprika. Woo! Remember, we're making pink salmon. Remember that. Remember that. Remember me. Remember what I said. We're making our salmon. Right? A little bit of salmon. My niece got here to help me. Thank you, Jesus. But I was able to get the page started. But I thank God for her just showing up when I needed her. I know she's busy. She got her own life. But I love her and I thank God for her. Okay, guys? So we're going to turn our stove back on. We're going to put our salmon in here. What y'all thought? We're going to put the salmon in here. And then we're going to open our beans. We already have our rice going. Then we're going to open our beans. And we're going to go ahead and season the beans to perfection. So we can do that while my niece is playing around with the camera to see if we can share you on Facebook at the same time. We're going to let that boil for a little bit. I know you guys can see me over here. I love seeing y'all. Thank you for coming and rocking with me today. I really enjoy the time you come and spend with me. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to put our fish back in there. You got it so far? We're putting our salmon back in our sauce. Right? There we go. Put that on top. Put that on top. Put this back in here. We're going to put some of our vegetables on top. And then we're going to cover our salmon up because that's what we're having for dinner. Very simple salmon. Very simple dish. You cannot go wrong with this. If you want to add more water, you can. If you want to add more gravy to it, which is what I'm about to do, I'm going to add more salmon to it. You can twist my hand. Right? You're going to twist it. Okay, so we're adding more to our fish. We're going to let that boil, come to a boil, and then we're going to go ahead and attack. We're going to cover this right as it's boiling. Now we're going to go attack our beans. So the beans were already in the pressure cooker. You want to be very careful with your pressure cooker. Very, very careful with your pressure cooker. Okay? You want to be able to, you're going to take your pressure cooker off. Do not touch the lid. Do not touch this. You're just going to pull your pressure cooker and put it under the stove in cold water. And that's what I'm doing. Look at this water. Go ahead and watch the salmon whilst it boils. Because remember, we had to give it that twist. I'm sorry, guys. My voice is a little sore because I've been filming all weekend. So bear with me for the little hoarseness that I have. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm trying to get this thing done so we can enjoy a delicious meal. Who's that, your mom? She got much on her face. Okay, so now, voila! Look at the beans. The beans are done. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I am so excited to show you how we're going to fix these beans. How are we going to fix this? But I'm going to pour it in another pot so it's easy for you to see. Let's see what we can find. I kind of want it to be, unless, I don't know how am I going to do that. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I got this. I have another pot for you guys that we're going to do the beans in another pot. We're going to switch the pots. We're going to rinse our pot out, right? Remember, I'm just teaching you to make. Now, tomorrow we can still use those beans, right? So we're going to switch the pots out. We're going to put our beans in here. We're going to put our beans in here. Delicious red kidney beans. Aaliyah loves the red kidney beans. Okay, so we're going to do that. There we go. Our beans are on. Aaliyah, you have a good view of the beans? Yeah. So now we're going to put, I just like to mash a little bit of it. You don't have to do it the way I do that, but that's just me so I can get the thickness of it, right? Some people take the whole thing and they blend it in the microwave. If you want to do that, let's take a look at our salmon. Look how delicious. We're going from pot to pot. So we're doing everything. So some people blend their beans, and that's perfectly fine. I'm raised the old way, the Caribbean way. I make a little bit, I crush a little bit of it, and then I go and I season it to perfection. Okay? You don't have to do it the way I do it, but that is my style of doing it. Okay, so now I'm going to put a little bit of oil. And then I'm also going to turn my stove a little higher. I'm going to put a little garlic powder. I'm going to put a little, ooh, y'all, this is going to be nice. It's going to be delicious. We want you to keep your eye in the pot. Please do not take it. And this is the trick for my beans. I put the chicken flavor in my beans. You don't have to do it like that, but I'm telling you, it is delicious. You don't have to do anything extra. You also can add just regular seasoned salt if you want to. Okay? You can also add whatever you want. I'm going to put a little garlic clove in there. Minced garlic up. We're going to do that. Our fish is going. We're doing great. Put our little garlic clove in here. See that? We got that. That's boiling. We're going to go ahead. I put 2 garlics in there like you just saw me do, right? So, and it's perfectly normal. Whatever we want to do with our beans is what we're going to do. No one could tell us, oh no, you did not cook that right. I'm having this on the stove just simmering, just getting it to cook all the way now. Because remember, we just gave it a color. We did not cook the fish to say we were frying it to make a fried fish, okay? We did not do that. So no one can say we really did that, because we did not do that. Okay, guys? So now I am going to add some more water in here, and I'll explain to you why I'm doing that. And I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to take this pack of seasoning chicken soup, and I am going to put it in a bowl. I think you guys saw me do that before. I'm going to mix it in a bowl, right? I'm going to mix that in a bowl. Oh my. Okay, I'm going to mix it in a bowl, guys. Hold up. I'm getting a bowl. I'm going to mix it in a bowl because I hadn't prepared the bowl. So I'll put a little bit of water in the bowl. See what I just did? And then I'm going to pour it in here. The reason why I'm doing that, because this soup can lump up on you and you may not have all your seasoning spread out. When you bite, you want to bite into just the flavor, okay? So now I am going to lower my stove again and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put everything, even the noodles, in here. Because you can put that on your rice. Guys, this is delicious. Okay? Gonna put that on your rice. And voila. We're gonna put some more water in there. We're gonna put our green peppers, our red, let that boil for a little bit. We're gonna watch the pot and you're gonna watch it boil for me. Our fish is still going. Hi Tamika, thank you for coming on my live on my YouTube page. I appreciate you, Queen. I really do appreciate you. I also shared it on Facebook. I do not know if it's live on Facebook, but I know we shared it on Facebook. Right, Aaliyah? Are we live on Facebook or we just like a link? Okay. So we're going to be able to keep it on there when we're done? Are you not sure? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. So will something wonderful happen? We were able to do it on both platforms. Look at God when you do it. Okay? So now do not let your beans stick. You do not want your beans to stick. You do not want your fish to overcook. You want everything to be steamed and make beautiful and make nice. So we're going to make nice with our fish. We're going to come over here and check on our fish and our salmon because we're making salmon white rice and our kidney beans. Look at us. I'm so proud of us. We're all doing this together, okay? We're not doing that with just Charmaine. Oh, no, we're not. We're doing this with everyone. I'm going to put some more water in my beans. I'm going to come over and I'm going to put my onions. Give me a minute. We're going to put some onions and some green peppers and some parsley in our beans. Okay, guys? Keep an eye on the pot for me. If you see anything burning, go ahead and talk to me about it so I can get it together. Okay? Because I'm not always put together, but I'm trying to get right. I'm trying to get right with this food so we can enjoy our meals together. We can talk about... Huh? Hey, love, Tamika. I love you, girlfriend. Thank you for always rocking with me. So now I'm coming to put the green peppers, the red peppers, and most of all, our scallions. We don't have to put anything else in there because of the fact our seasoning that we put in there is already prepared. So now you can mix some vegetables in there. You can put some zucchini. You can put some squash. You can put whatever you want. So we're going to dump this all inside, right? All inside our food. We're going to go ahead and put a little more green peppers. Very simple, guys. Don't make your life a living hell when it comes to cooking. Do not do that to yourself. Remember, you're going to mix this around. The reason why you're going to mix this around is because there's little bits of noodles, pasta in here that we're going to make sure they don't stick to the bottom. Okay? Turn your stove down. Rotate it to the bottom. Keep moving it. Make sure nothing's getting stuck. You can turn the stove down if you want to when you do that. And you also are going to taste for flavor. You can go ahead and do that a couple of times. If you want to make it spicy, you put a little bit of habanero sauce, habanero peppers in there, like I'm doing right now. And also you could put a little habanero pepper in your fish. I forgot about that part. Girl, we're making this spicy and good. Okay, so now I'm still mixing. I'm still mixing. You can go ahead and put a little butter in there if you want. I had already put a little bit of oil, so we're not going to put any butter because we do not want it to be salty. Remember, salt is my biggest thing. I am not hypertensive, but I do watch my salt intake. Okay? Never been hypertensive. I've had low potential, but never had hypertension. So remember, you cook your beans. Look at how beautiful this looks. You cook your beans in the pressure cooker first. Or if you want to wake up early in the morning, you put it on a low fire. You put it in a slow cooker. Whatever you want to do, that's how you make this. I've made this before, but everybody's asking me to make it again. So I figured I'll come back and share the love, share the light, and do it again. Look at our fish. Now, we're going to do two things. I've already washed our little onions, the little long onions, you know what they call them? Some name. We're going to call them some name. I have one for that and one for that pot. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already washed it. I've already washed my hands, and I'm going to put them in both, okay? You don't have to cut it up if you don't want to. In the Caribbean, what we do is we pound it up. We pound it up, and then we do that, okay? We don't actually cut it up and put it in our food. But I love it cut up. I love to eat it. I love to chew on it. So I cut it up this way. Just big and nice. And I'm looking for flavor with that. When I do that, I'm looking for flavor. There goes our fish, our salmon, our blackened salmon with a sauce, a Creole sauce, if you want to call it that. And we're going to keep that going. We're also going to go ahead and continue mushing and swiffing our beans. Let that cook down to perfection. And look how delicious this meal is going to be. You can actually see the pot. Isn't that something? You can see what I'm doing. We're loving on me. I'm loving on you. We're loving each other. Aaliyah is reading. Aaliyah's reading on the computer. She's not supposed to work today. She's supposed to just chill out and come and we're supposed to just make some shakes. But she's here, and I thank God that she's here, okay? So we're going to do our shakes in a little while so you guys can see how you make a nice milkshake, strawberry milkshake. We're not supposed to be going live for the food. It was just a family food we're making today. Something simple. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and cover the fish again. I'm going to go ahead and cover the beans. And I'm going to put a little bit more water because I love gravy on my fish. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm putting a little bit of everything on here. We're going to cover it up again. We're also going to cover up our beans. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit longer on a low fire. You want to be very careful that you put it low because you do not want it to burn. Okay, guys? Anybody on Facebook, please follow me on my YouTube page. If you forget the link, Aaliyah will post the link in the bottom for you. We're going to go live in a little while on Facebook. We're making milkshake after I have eaten my dinner. Because I'm making my dinner right now early so we can do a couple of kiddie stuff that we're going to make today for everybody to have an idea on how to cook this fish. It's called the blackened salmon with a twist of Creole. See it? With a twist of a Creole sauce. We're going to have it with rice. And we're going to have it with white rice, with our beans, our fish, and it's going to be delicious. I'm going to taste for flavor. to see is there anything else that I need to put in here. I appreciate you coming and watch my show. It is absolutely delicious. The only thing I'm going to put is a little mojo sauce because I like that little tang of lemonade taste in my food. You don't have to do that, but that's how I'm doing it. That's the recipe. If you want this recipe, you can inbox me. I will send it for you for free. We're not even charging you for our recipes. Once we get older and bigger on our platform, we will be charging for the recipes. So ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and enjoy the free recipe right now. We're putting all these recipes in our book. We're going to go live every often that we have to. There go our blackened salmon. Look how delicious. I'm going to place it on the rice. Hi, Diamond. Thank you for coming on, Queen. We're going to place it on the rack. And I love you, Diamond. And we're going to go ahead and put it on our rice. Okay, guys, let me show you how it's served. We're going to post the picture on Facebook and on YouTube so you guys could have an idea of how this is served on a small platter for your family.
That makes us love you more.
I'm going to go ahead and put this on. We're going to go ahead and put this rice on here. We're going to turn our stoves off because everything's done. Remember, you turn everything off. You don't want to burn your pots. You don't want to burn your food. The rice is cooked. I should have taken that rice off a long time ago, but I didn't. Now you have your rice. You have our rice right here. Okay. Then we have our beans we're going to put on our plate. Okay. We're going to put our beans on our plate. We're ready to turn the stove down, so it's not a big deal. Okay. You can keep those beans on for a little bit longer if you have to. Remember, you're cooking for yourself. You're cooking for your family. I'm going to put these beans on top of my rice. Okay. That's what I love. I love kidney beans. These are my favorite. Now I'm going to put my salmon on my plate. Let's see if I could do it with this instead. I'm going to put my salmon on my plate to perfection. We're going to take some pictures before I eat. Put your onions, your green peppers, everything on the top. And you serve it just like that. Look how beautiful. I thank you for coming to my show. Thank you for rocking with Charmaine. I love you guys. This is the food. Look how beautiful this looks. And hello back to you. I know you said this looks too good, but guess what? You can make this. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's not that bad to make this. Put a little lemon on the side. Squeeze the lemon on your fish. And baby, this is dinner. Dinner is served. I am still learning how to do my platforms. I'm going to get a little lemon on the side for you to show you how to do this, how you serve it. We have our lemons right here. And then if you want to put a little salad on the side, you can. Just put a little salad, you know. And then you serve that to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever, and say, baby, dinner is ready. Dinner's ready, baby. So all they have to do is to come and enjoy your dinner. Put a little lemon on the side right here. Okay. Okay, we're going to put 2 lemons. You don't want to be selfish with one piece of lemon. Who does that? No, we've got lemon, baby. We've got lemons right here. You squeeze your lemon on top of your fish and you serve this. And everyone is going to love it. Everyone, including me. Because I'm going to sit down and enjoy this meal. And I thank you for rocking with me. And then I also have a little bit of, oh girl, we're not done. I forgot about this. Oh, can't use this piece, it dropped. So we're going to put a little bit of zucchini on the side. Not zucchini, I'm sorry. What is this again? The kiwi on the side of the plate. Girl, you have your vegetable. If you want to put a little peach on the side, you can. Look how delicious. Dinner for two. Put the candle lights on. The wine. Don't let me pull the wine out. Because if we pull the wine out, you know, the children can watch this show. So we have everything ready. And I love you guys for watching me on my YouTube page. And it's also on Facebook. Aaliyah was able to link the two. Don't ask us how we did that, but we did. We love you. We'll see you in a little while. We're coming back to make our strawberry shakes for the children. Because remember, it's July 4th. We need to do something red and pretty. Fireworks, baby. Fireworks. Good night. Goodbye. And we'll see you in a little while. Aaliyah. We'll see you in a little while.